Okay folks, we're going to probably do this one a bit different to what we normally do. Let's see if I can make it turn up a treat. Deep breath. Okay, let's see what we have. We have here a Vogue Australia, and we're interested in this little section here, or thereabouts, and with the little baby and the mother, or she's supposed to be the mother, but it's just a pose, I do think. She's just posing for the camera. So we're going to try and work out just where we're going to put this. I'm just going to lift it up on the edge a little. So we're just going to line this up. It's going to be a tricky one, folks. Yeah, that looks a bit too far across. I do think that we have to move it up a bit. Looks interesting. Up or down, that's a good question. So we're going to make it maybe up. I think up. It's a tough one, folks. Can't push it any further than there. I'm going to push it up anyway. We're just going to lift it up on the edge there. See if we've got it right. Yeah, that's better. That's a lot better. That's more in the centre, but we don't have the baby's head in the frame. I don't know if I like this one, folks. I do think, good question. Maybe we're just going to go to our usual, what we usually do with these magazines. We're just going to make it into a movement piece. I don't think it's going to work very well at 400%. And we're just going to move it around as we would normally do. But it was worth a try. It was worth trying something a little different for a change. Put the woman's head in the corner there. This is a little bit, yeah, a bit of a jagged sort of a movement. I don't know how it's going to look. Yeah, that looks really quite interesting. You can't see much of the woman's face, but you can see the sun and the beach. Looks really bright. I like that light there, but it's not quite what I'm after. Trying to get it right. Just in the corner there, in the A4 area. Some of these can be really difficult to do, folks. Again, we've got a nice looking image. Again, we've cut the head off. I do want the head. Oh, we got the head here. We got her there. I do wonder if maybe we could use this and maybe stretch it. I don't know how it's going to look. I don't know. I'm going to try another one. Clash de Quartier. It's the ad on the back. A rich people's. This is basically a magazine that's aimed at rich people, dickheads and bitches, mainly female rich people, if I'm correct. I don't have much respect for the rich. They don't seem to be very generous with their money these days, and they just pollute our planet as we go. And this has come up looking shit. I think these two were the better ones. I'm going to try and do another one. Fuck it. I don't know why this one's not working out. It's a bit slower this time. Yeah, I think that's a lot better, even though I can't see the head, or maybe the head is there. I do wonder why I can't get the woman's head in the frame. Oh, she's there. I can see it. She's just down there. Still can't get a good result. For some reason, I just can't seem to get a good result. I do think maybe we're going to enlarge it and see if we can make that look better, even though enlargements are really notoriously difficult to do on magazines. I'm going to put it in the A5 area, her face. So she's just going to be in the A5 section of the image. I don't know how that worked. I don't think I got the head. I seem to be cutting it off on a regular basis in this piece. Yeah, I got the head. Looks a bit minimalist, but at the same time I did want the face, and the face is being featured there, so we're going to perhaps make this the centre of the page. So we're finally, through perseverance, we've gotten something out of this. I don't know what I'm going to do with this magazine. My intuition's telling me to put it there, maybe donate it, even though magazines are not typically donated, accepted by I should really give them to hospital waiting rooms, I was thinking especially for people with COVID, but people with COVID in hospital are typically on a bed, and you wouldn't want to get too close to them, and you wouldn't want them sharing the reading material. I just thought about that. But basically, yeah, it's really, speaking of COVID, it's really looking quite grim at the moment with the cases in an upward trend. We cleared 1,000, I think it was on Friday or Saturday, and it's really not looking any good, folks. All the more reason to say you must get vaccinated. I wonder if I'm going to play with the hue to get a more contrasty scheme of colour. I do think maybe the hue control could make something really nice. So we're just going to add a bit of warmth to the hue. But I really miss my future husband Luigi, trying to get in touch through social media to get this stuff out there and to get recognised as an artist as well, which I really have always wanted to be recognised. Now that looks That looks a bit, I think we do like the original better. I think the original looks a bit better. That looks a bit, I don't know, it doesn't look as good as I was hoping, so I'm just going to switch it back to having no hue adjustment. But basically I really miss my partner, and it's really difficult being away from him, especially during this pandemic. Apparently now they've got weddings back on, however limited they are, 5 wedding guests, 5 people you can invite as wedding guests. Sounds really small compared to what an average person wants. Like, most people would like to have tens or hundreds of people attend. I must admit, I'm not one of those people who really gives a fuck. To get married is important to me. I don't care about all the hoopla and all the fancy stuff. I just love my man Luigi, and I'm willing to go and do a no frills wedding, even without guests. The only guests that come would be witnesses. So to have 5 people in total, rather than, I don't know if the witnesses are included in the guests for the 5 guests. I think they're not. So you'd have a total of I can't think of it off the top of my head, but basically, yeah. Luigi and I, we don't really care about all that fancy stuff. We just want to get it over and done with, and just get on with our lives through the fucking idiocy I did when I was young. But I love him now, and I really want to see him again, so I'm trying to get in touch. Anyway, it's come up looking really interesting. I think now we can call this demo quits.